So, ladies and gentlemen, here I take the opportunity to introduce our next moderator to take the further proceedings. May I request Mr. Karthik Sharma, the moderator, Group CEO, Omicron Media Group. Please put your hands together for Mr. Karthik Sharma on stage. Talking about him, with 35 years of experience in the world of media, have recently taken up the mantle of the Group Chief Executive Officer at Omicron Media Group, India. And ladies and gentlemen, for the further proceedings, I now submit the mic to Mr. Karthik.
Good afternoon, everyone. Post-lunch sessions are extremely difficult, I know. So I'll try my best, and I'm sure we have a stellar set of panelists. Firstly, a big thank you to 4 Dimension for inviting me and all of us out here. Shankar and Bharat and team have done a stellar job, and I wish them luck in bringing the entire industry together. So if I can hear a big round of applause for Shankar, Bharat and the entire team. Thank you. Let me start by, I have the privilege of, going to speak to 4 stalwarts of the industry, built large multi-billion-dollar businesses. So I know some of them personally. One of them happens to be not a friend, but also my client, and many of them are my friends. So let me first start by introducing Dr. Kailash Katkar. He's the founder and MD of Quickil Technologies. So if we can have Dr. Katkar on the stage. And I'm inviting Mr. Razak, Managing Director of EKC Group. Could I also invite Mr. G. Vivekanand, Chairman of Visakha Industries. Last but not the least, I would like to invite Mr. Mohan Chalavadi, Senior Vice President Operations, Sai Sales Kalamandri. All of you please settle down. I'll take another 30 seconds and then I'll settle down too. I know we are hard pressed, so and post-lunch sessions, I don't want to keep rambling on, so I'll keep brief. So my request to each of the members out here is, I'll go around the table, ask a few questions. If you can answer in 2 to 3 minutes, that will be wonderful. Mr. Katkar also has a flight to catch, so he's requested me that he has to jump off at 3 o'clock, which we will fully agree with. So at 3 o'clock, wherever the session ends, or even if it is halfway, we will excuse him, and we totally get that. So let me start with Dr. Katkar. Quickil is a very big name in cyber security. It's been there for multiple years. There's cutthroat competition, and how do you keep your competitive, advantage? What are the things that you do? If you can tell us a little bit about that.
First and most important is like our business itself need continuous innovation, because without innovation we can't stay live actually. So from the first version of Quickil itself, we are into innovation mode, and there is no other choice for me actually. So it is a continuous innovation which keeps on going, and to keep this thing like competitive in the market, to make sure that we build the trust of our customers by protecting them from the cyber attacks. And I would say that I would really like to thank my team for that purpose, because they keep on continuously innovating that part of it. When it comes to the reputation part of it, it is there are some of the organizations globally who keep on testing these products, cyber security products, on a bi-monthly basis, and then they keep on ranking that products, and I'm Quickly is really, feel very proud for the team for that purpose only. As we are passing this test since the beginning, we haven't failed a single test, and for last 3 years we are ranked as a top ranker in this space actually. So this is a continuous innovation which keeps us, doing all this creativity. That is what I could say.
I think wonderful track record, never failing a test on cybersecurity, ultra competitive market. So that's something I think make in India and really making us all of us proud. So my next question is to you, Mr. Razak. I think you're an extremely popular brand, VKC brand. I would doubt if anybody in this group for sure does not know your brand. They know it. Many of them are users of your brand. This year you said that this year seems to be a good year for consumers in one of your interviews. That's remarkable because when I speak to a lot of colleagues or friends or other agency folks, we don't seem to have that magical way of knowing how the market is. So, what are the things that you look for when you say that the consumers and the market is going in a certain direction? And now that we are almost half the year over, what do you see will pan out for the rest of the year, particularly for your category?
So good afternoon all. Actually, see, it was like during the COVID, almost 2 years, it was going a bit silent, and we expected a lot of new things coming into the market in the coming year. So our people were like background, they were thinking, and they were like trying to bring products which is highly price competitive and good quality. So there was a perception that everything from everywhere and every manufacturer will hit the market during that time, and really it has happened. So if you see your neighborhood shops, you can see even in your small shops, the flashy footwear products are hanging outside the shop than before. Earlier, like you may not have noticed to that extent, but this is a very remarkable change, and that is really the consumers like has been benefited like anything. And now the focus is on more on the comfort part. The more innovations are going in that direction. So definitely there is a move, and we have also been able to make use of that change or that innovations during what we couldn't launch during the COVID time. So that has definitely made a change in the market.
Thank you. I think very interesting. A lot of consumer insight and observation, which is helping you steer your company forward. Dr. Vivekananda, you have over 4 decades of rich experience. You build products which are rock solid, and many of them are working towards sustainability goals. Not so long ago, you also been awarded India's most trusted brand. What is the engine? How do you keep doing this again and again every single day? 4 decades is a very long time. So, what are the secret ingredients? What do you do? What can we learn from that?
Good afternoon to everybody. The question you asked is very difficult to answer because there are so many things which goes into it. And as Mr. Katkar said, I think all the credit goes to our team members. Our team members have been very alert. They get feedback from the market, and they are continuously trying to come up with new products which are sustainable, and that's how we could get into these boards where we are using cement, fly ash, which is a disposable product, and then some little bit of wood pulp. So when we started off, we never thought we would grow so big. But within 3 years, we become number one in the country now, and it's a very fast-moving product. The boards which we are currently manufacturing. Then my son actually taken over. He's actually you should have called him here today. I'm not the right person. He's the guy who actually started the atom roofing, where solar cells can be put and you generate electricity along with the roof. That is an innovative product he started, and it's doing really well. Most of our plants are able to, there's a payback period of 3.5 to 4 years in that product. And now recently he also started the electric bikes. He's selling under the brand name of Atom. So I think my son has been able to form a good team, and he's able to come up with these new products. And constantly, one of the things he tries to maintain is the quality of the product, which is most important. And along with maintaining the quality, becoming competitive pricing wise is also important in the Indian market. Because if you are not competitive on the pricing front, however good product you manufacture and produce, very difficult in India to have a premium product at a very early stage. After long many years, there is an opportunity to get a premium. But if you want to have big mass sales, you have to be competitive. So I think this twin mode of giving a quality product and along with the competitive price, I think Indian market is quite big, And as we see what our Prime Minister has been saying, made in India, you should do. Because I think many people didn't believe that in the last 3 years India could grow so much. But actually, if you see all the world economies, everybody has been falling, and India has been able to maintain a GDP growth share of nearly 6.8%, which is really commendable. I think the investments made during the COVID time and the kind of monies they are giving towards the startups and etc. I think right now we are placed under a good regime. There is an opportunity, and more entrepreneurs should come up. And I think one of the biggest messages I think like to give is we have to follow good entrepreneurs. If you have to learn from the good entrepreneurs, good working practices, good systems, I think along with having a good team. Well, I've seen when I started business, I had a very good loyal team. Nowadays, very difficult to maintain good people in your organization because everybody is on the prowl, and the culture is changing currently. So we need to little gear up to this new culture. And I think if you are able to form a good team, definitely you can achieve success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think from all the three of them, one message is very clear. They all spoke of team, team, team. Thanks. It was great listening to that. And also how Dr. Vivekananda is also giving way to the next generation, his son, and taking some of his steps, his thoughts into the business, and giving the new generation more independence. It's wonderful to see that. My question to you, sir, is you're in a very different category. You're from cyber security at one end to let's come to clothing. I think all of us like to wear good clothes. So in that, I think my sense is a lot of changes which have happened from the consumer lens in terms of buying behavior compared to the past to what we are seeing today. So if you can just tell us how that journey, the consumers are seeing it differently, what are the big changes, what has remained maybe same, what has changed, if you can throw some light.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mohan Chalavadi, and I'm from Sai Silks Kalamandir. And first of all, I would like to thank Shankar and Bharat for doing an amazing job in coordinating this event. Thank you, folks. And getting to the point, first off, wanted to give you a little bit of a background as to where we have come from. So Sai Silks Kalamandir, basically is a 17-year-old company, right? When we first started, it was like a 3,000 square feet with about 54 employees here in Hyderabad. So, over the past 17 years, we have grown to 54 retail outlets across southern part of India, majorly in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. And we're still growing. So this expansion was possible primarily because of four factors that we have always believed in. And I guess some of my peers have already mentioned some of those points. One is the price, and number two is the quality, and number three being the range of products that you offer to your customers, and last but not the least, the customer service. So these were the four pillars of our, business growth. As Karthik had mentioned, so marrying the technology with the fashion industry, right? So it's a very, I guess, a good combination. That's what I would say. So I'm a technocrat myself. I've been in the field of technology for many years, and now I'm in the retail industry, trying to sell the fashion product. So this was really enriching because, there were a lot of things that can be done using the technology, right? So what we have done over the last 17 years, we have leveraged the technology and all the latest technological developments to help ensure that we are delivering the quality products to our customers, right? So especially, what we have seen post-COVID is a major shift in how the customer is spending and the type of products that they're choosing, right? We were able to do all those analytics with the help of technology, and we were able to bring the products that our customers are constantly looking for into the market. So that basically have helped us to, grow and be successful in this market. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mohan. I think fascinating journey of their brand. these days it's very difficult to miss anything in media or social media or newspaper or TV. One, two letters. Any guesses? AI. Thank you. Someone said that. So my next question is a bunch around technology because many of them are directly or indirectly using technology in one way. So my first question is to you, Dr. Katkar. We all hear as laymen lots about AI, Chat GPT, and so many new tools literally every day. What is AI actually going to is having or going to have an impact on your in your industry?
So nowadays, because of this AI, because it is not only about the businesses, but even the hackers or the bad people, they are also started using AI, generate more and more attack threats and all these things. So most of the hackers, they try to exploit vulnerability about the enterprise IT infrastructure part of it to launch their attack. And the motto is very simple, is all about stealing company information, crucial information, critical information, data, and to cause financial loss or reputation loss to the company. And that is growing very fast. These things are being developed, and these attackers are have started using AI part of it also. And if you see recently, there are a lot of ransomware attacks are happening and for any organization, they have to really prioritize the cyber security part of it, because still most of the entrepreneurs are not looking cyber security as the first priority, but they should look at this part of it and try to find out a good solution, security solution for their organization. AI, this AI buzzword have started, we have started listening this word for last 4 to 5 years. But let me tell you, Vikil was the first to start using machine learning and AI well in advance, like in the years 96, 97 at that given time. It was more about a ML, which was a machine learning part of it. Now, top of it, AI has come. Recently, we have developed a deep AI technology, which really does a lot of deep analysis inside the systems. Also, try to identify the behavior analysis, the prospective analysis of the systems and the organization to identify any kind of targeted attacks are happening, because previously it was like machine learning was used for one purpose, that was to identify the families of malware and all this part of it. But nowadays the attacks are personalized attacks, the targeted attacks are generated for a particular any company or any individual to attack on his business, financial attack or a reputation attack. So these attacks you really don't understand, because they don't you don't see that as like a malware or something like this. So here we are deep AI technology really does a lot of analysis part of it, behavior and analysis part of it, and through that we identify this is the attack which is targeted to particular enterprise part. So this we are doing for last 15 years.
That's wonderful. I was not aware of that, and it's both scary at one level. Beyond ransom, the new ways of attacking either organizations or individuals, and even companies like yourself. Yeah.
So excuse me, I have a flight to catch, so I would like to leave now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I would request, I'm really sorry, sir, to interrupt. I would request you to stay back for a second, sir. We have a memento. May I request Shankar, sir, or Bharat, sir, to kindly join us on the stage for presenting the memento. We are really sorry to interrupt the session. May I request the memento? Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. It's definitely an honor to have you here. Thank you so much. Really sorry for the interruption. I would request you to please continue with your session. Thank you so much, sir.
No, but before Dr. Katkar left, I think he's touched upon some very interesting aspects of both the potential perils or problems of AI, and even companies like Wikil, what they are doing, and many other companies which are doing that. So my next question is to actually Mr. Mohan. So for those of you who don't know, he's actually ethical hacker himself and a countermeasure expert. So again, looking the lens of your category, what are the opportunities that you see. Definitely, as lay users, we are seeing some of the potential via using PowerPoint presentations or even doing some basic art and stuff like that, which we ourselves experience. But your field is a very fascinating field. So how do you think AI can either aid, and if there are any pitfalls, if any, that which all should be aware of?
That's a very good question, Karthik. So I know that we've been talking a lot about artificial intelligence and machine learning lately, and as my co-panelist just said a little bit ago, the thing about artificial intelligence and neural networks and machine learning, it's not a new concept. It's been there for decades, but it's just recently that it's catching upon with a lot of major companies like Amazon, Facebook, Google. So there has been a lot of buzz around this artificial intelligence. Now, that's a good thing, right? So there has been a lot of discussions around how do we control, the proliferation of the artificial intelligence, and there have been a lot of discussions by different government agencies, not only in India but in many other countries, as to how can they control the proliferation of this technology and make sure that it's used for the good of mankind, right? So with the advantages of AI, there definitely are a lot of disadvantages. It is just that, how we use it, right? Definitely there are a lot of bad actors out there, that would, definitely, leverage this technology to do more harm than good. But that's a fact of life. So now cybersecurity also has been talked about quite a bit lately. I guess it's more because of the fact that now we are more and more of a society where we interconnect with each other, right? Like I still remember back in 1994, 95 time frame, there was not really a big use of internet in the public space. It's more from an academic's perspective. But ever since then, there have been a lot of technological improvements, and now internet has become a mainstream technology. Now, for example, we can't live without our phone or email or WhatsApp for more than an hour, right? So most of us use it, pretty much, every day. So now, as world is becoming more and more interconnected, so is the need for cybersecurity, right? So see, with the increased use of artificial intelligence, the cybersecurity has, has been looked at it in a different way. I'll just give you a couple of examples, right? Now, we've been talking about not just the artificial intelligence, we're talking about quantum mechanics, like quantum computing, and we're also talking about, building, supercomputers, based on the quantum computing. Now, that's not too far out. So, but when these machines come into play, there is going to be more and more challenges than what we have today, because they are super fast computers and they can break encryption in no time. But anyway, so that's a whole different area. But so coming back to the field of cybersecurity, now, as the awareness is increasing more and more at the individual level and also at a corporate level, so AI has been used as a tool to kind of, be proactive and to control these threats before they become, a serious issue. So artificial intelligence, helps in doing a lot of proactive monitoring and analytics. So helping the corporations to take all the preventive and the proactive measures to, safeguard their assets.
Thank you so much. Question to Mr. Razak. I think you already implemented a lot of modern technology in your manufacturing system. What are the new technologies that you will be adapting, either in the context of AI coming in or other new technologies which are relevant for your industry?
So as you rightly said, we have been able to apply technology in various phases of manufacturing. The right existence of VKC starts from a simple Hawaii chapel. So if you go back to 40 years before, and the Hawaii chapel what you got have a white layer and then is a blue or beige color. So after a month or 2 months use, what happens is the white layer goes and the color inside that blue color starts coming outside. So when you go to some places or when you go to some function, you feel little shame to keep your chappal outside. So that because it is showing the like blue color and worn out piece. So we started off with a technology where that problem is solved, and there's no single, I mean upper layer. The product itself, you can go till you see the floor or you till you see the ground. So that was the product we launched initially. Then later on we added the technologies, and at one point of time we revolutionized the footwear industry by introducing PU at a very economical price. A product which was sold at 399, we launched at 199. So there was a difference of around half. The next best available product was 150 that available in that market. So 150, the next available was 399. So we made to 199 so that everybody can ship from 150 to 199 very easily. And a machine which was manufacturing maximum of 3,000 pairs a day, we almost took that machine to 9,000 pairs a day production. So you can see that the steady work steady and the things what we applied, and we could take out a production of almost 9,000 pairs, and that now become the standard of our production capacity of that machine company itself. Even they didn't know that this much can be produced out of this machine. So that was the kind of work or technological updation we did on that. And right now, like, see, every time the technology, as you said, it is not only the production. Now it has to change. Now what we are trying to do is we are trying to connect the last mile consumer. So we are trying to connect to the consumer and the last mile delivery point. So wherein we need a lot of, we are facing a lot of challenges because the network what we currently use is a very, very traditional network, because we are not much into the current online system. We are mostly into the traditional network. So right now what we are trying to do is we are trying to collect online orders and give delivery from the nearest shop of the customer. So that means suppose somebody in Hyderabad or interior town, if somebody orders, he will get the delivery from his next nearby shops. So that is the kind of things we are just now trying, and it is under trial right now. We hope to connect to the customer, and we can make the service much better in coming days.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think we can go on technology. Staying on the topic of technology, my question to Dr. Vivekananda is: your company and your category is is in the eyes of, say, government, various stakeholders, in terms of how we can reduce any kind of impact to the environment. It's always been there. So what are the new technologies which you are either deploying or considering, which will help you reduce some of the things on the environmental impact? Any measures that you have taken?
As I told you just now, we use a lot of fly ash in all our products, more than 30%. Earlier, there was no technology to use fly ash. Fly ash was just dumped everywhere. It was an environmental hazard. But today, our industry, the cement industry, everybody use lot of fly ash. So actually, earlier we used to get fly ash free. But now all fly ash, all electric companies, they are selling fly ash at a premium because so much of consumption of fly ash is taking place. This is one place I just want to, because this is the media summit, I thought it is relevant to talk something about our media house. We have a media house, V6 News is our channel, and we have a newspaper, Velugu. And in this, as I was telling you, the same principle we used, what we used in our building products of credibility and ensuring that we don't bend to pressure and all. So we have been able to become a strong media house in Telangana. We are #1 channel in Telangana, and we have a lot of pressure. And now with the social and digital media coming, media houses are in real trouble. And as you said, AI is going to transform this industry, both in the media and in the digital segment. AI is going to play a major role because people can create images, people can create speeches of your competitors, they can malign you, there's so many challenges that are going to come in the media business. I hope Shankar is listening, Shankar and Bharat, because it's going to be a challenge for everybody. With the social media coming in, the TV and the newspaper, business is taking a hit. But that's the way the future is going to be. And with the AI coming in, I think getting credible information to the viewers is the most important thing, and getting correct factual information. Because in the social media, anybody gets a thought in the night, they are able to come up with some story in some YouTube channel, and then they spread it in the digital media, and that becomes a news. Unfortunately, the current generation also is like that. They all want to see hot news every day, every hour. They would like to see what is the hot happening in the market. So I think there will be big changes in the media market, media business, and coping up with these changes is going to be a challenge, because number of good people available in this segment are also very, very low. And how they are going to satisfy the new generation will be a big challenge for the media owners. And I think we have to learn as we go forward to see, to maintain, because ultimately I always felt when I started my business, I'm actually a doctor of medicine but got into business. So for me, the simple things of discipline, creating a good quality product, having credibility, these are the things, again, ultimately in any business you do, they again, you need to fall back on these simple guidelines. So I'm sure the media business also will mature over a period of time, where people will start believing true facts and not what's coming on the social media. Because I have to just give my personal experience. I'm currently in the BJP party. In the last 15 days, the social media, same social media, some platform, they said I'm joining Congress. After 3 days, the same media house said he's joining TRS. Then another media said, no, no, he's getting some post in BJP. So the credibility of the platform is getting threatened. So I think some maturity needs to come, some regulations need to come in this media business. And as the Governor Garu was telling today morning, please try to project this also in a proper way. Because unfortunately, when she was speaking, I was only thinking, unfortunately, the viewers are becoming like that. They want to see the negative part of it. They want to see a different aspect altogether. They don't want to see simple things and simple facts. So I think the media house needs to find a way out on balancing what the viewer needs. Because if there's no viewership, then the channel doesn't work. No ads come. So they have to keep a balance between facts, good news and bad news, and still keep going forward, because people need a lot of information. And as you know, the internet has really revolutionized the knowledge and information. You can get anything on the internet now, and it's I think a big boon to most of us to be more knowledgeable and well informed. Thank you.
Thank you. I had a couple of more questions, but I know Shankar is showing his hand. I just want to ask one short question, if each of you, and you can go in any order, since we are here in the southern part of India. What is the unique thing that you're also users, spenders in this part of the world? What is unique for you in the southern media, either as brand users or as owners of various brands? What is unique which stands out for you? Just one or two words for each one of you, can go in whichever order.
You mean that unique about the market?
So, southern media in southern part of India.
No, actually, yes, it has been answered in the morning itself.
What is your experience?
Yeah, that way it's a separate countries in itself in each of these four southern states. So we have to have a separate plan for each this thing. But see, as a customer, it is still the 7,000-year-old customer. When we feel happy, we laugh, and when we feel sad, we will cry. So we will have to touch them through our media. So that is the unique thing that we need to take care.
So can you rephrase it?
I think so. There's media across India. There are nuances which come from different part of India. What is it that stands out for you? Either it could be working for you, it may not be working for you, based on your experience of handling your set of business.
Okay.
Unique about which stands out top of mind for you for Southern Media.
So media, I believe, is a very strong platform for our society, right? And especially for a business, right? It helps us a great deal to kind of make us stand out in front of our competition, to kind of talk about ourselves, to kind of let our customers know what we do and what can we do, right? So we do work with a lot of media partners, for our business, and we value that quite a bit. And I think media is definitely the backbone for any society to kind of bring the latest and greatest, out into the market.
Thank you. Final word, sir.
Actually, I'm a little confused. I'm in this business and.
That's why we kept the best
But
for
one
the
thing
last.
is that the business model or whatever it is, there is so much of information to target specific segments. It's easy, supposing you need to be in the textile market, it's easy to target that audience. So also in the footwear market, it's easy to target those. So the tools are helping us in segmentizing these things. And as Mr. Mohan said, the platform of Facebook, the platform of different digital media platforms, there's a lot of reach going on. Actually, I'm surprised and amazed that when V6, when we launched, we were primarily a TV channel. But today, our reach has spread so much. Only on the internet, during these rains, we got a viewership of nearly 95 lakhs on one single day for what we showed up regarding the rains in Hyderabad. And we have been able to go to a reach of 1.4 crores daily reach of viewership. So there is the media in the south, and I'm sure many of us are doing the same way. So media has been a very good vehicle for people to sell their products. It's easy for creating a brand for a product through the media, and selling products through the media also it's becoming easy. So media has a critical role to play in propagating and selling our products. So people have to use it more, spend more on ads, and give us more revenue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. There were many questions, but I know in the interest of time, I'm stopping here. I learned a lot from all of you. Thank you. And I'm sure the audience here also learned many new things, right from leadership to technology, some threats of AI, other technologies, and role of media. Thank you so much.